Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. You are tuned in to another episode of G5 Tech Demo Series. And my name is Chris Hansen from the product marketing team here at G5. And I also have Bill Anderson, a senior solutions engineer with us. And in this Tech Demo Series, we give you an inside look at G5 products, specifically the technology and features, including a deep dive into a handful of individual products, what makes them tick, what makes them unique, we'll make some cutting edge out there too. So with that said, we're going to dive into G5 Rep and Social and help you understand why you need to take control of the conversation out there that's happening about your business. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Bill, and we're going to take a closer look at G5 Rep and Social.
Great, thanks, Chris. Yeah, happy to give a quick demo today on our tool. The G5 reputation and social management tool is really amazing. It's got some features that make it super easy to use. So on day one, you can really start pushing your business forward as far as reputation and social management goes, but it's really deep as well. So as you grow over time, there's a lot of features you can keep using and grow into use this across a large organization as well. So let's actually get in the actual tool and take a quick look. So we're going to use a demo account that is set up for the hospitality industry. So we're going to look at a few different hotels. Now, this obviously isn't self-storage, but it has a lot of similarities to the use. And we don't really want to use some of our customers or maybe competitor sites. So we're looking at these hotels, but I think it really will give you a good overview of what's going on. The first screen we're getting into here is our overview screen. Kind of really shows how all of your properties are doing wherever they are in the country. They'll be green if they have good star scores. If they go down, they'll turn yellow, and if they get really bad, they'll go red. So you'll be able to see that from a quick overview. Areas that have a couple places together, you can kind of zoom in until those split out. Click in and see what those are. Kind of again zoom back out, see that whole level. Makes it really easy to see what's going on. Now also up here we'll have our reviews. So we're looking at reviews over the last 30 days, and that is down 23% over the previous 30 days. Now, as Chris and I are recording this, we're both at home in our great shelter-in-place world of 2020. So I think there's a good reason why we know why hotel reviews are down over the past 30 days. People just aren't traveling like they used to. So when you see something kind of fall off a cliff like that, it's kind of a great oh, hey, what's going on? You go figure that out. If the world was in a normal place and you saw something like this, you really want to dive in and see what's kind of going on with your reviews. Now over here in the upper right, this is a local brand visibility score. So this is made up of, it's kind of a composite index of a lot of different metrics the system has, from star ratings to number of reviews received, number of reviews responded to you versus your competitor. So you can go in here, just click on this little gear icon and really set all of those different values to make up the score. So if you have specific KPIs that you're beholden to, that your managers, bosses are looking at, you can adjust those to be exactly what those are. So when this number goes up, you're doing exactly what you need to do to improve your company. Now, other things we can see here, so tasks we'll talk about in a minute, but if we had any tasks, it'd be there for us to do. Our top negative reviews and positive reviews that have come in, so you can kind of get a quick overview to see, hey, what's going on, what's wrong with these properties. It makes it really easy to look at that. So a quick overview screen, but where I'd say, the rubber really meets the road here is on our reviews tab. So let's jump over into that. So reviews. So this is the screen that really can give you kind of the most overview and your one-stop shop to see everything that's in your world. Right now we're looking at a portfolio level, so all, in this case, 15 locations, but you could easily jump down into any of these individual ones. You can also create groups as well. So if you have maybe different geographical areas, maybe different ownership groups, all of those can be grouped out so you can report on this differently. You can do a lot of other filtering as well. Dates, different providers. You can just look at individual ones or multiple grouped together. Same with star ratings as well. You can look at your overall details. But the really important thing is with the G5 reputation and social tool is you're not looking at just your number in a vacuum. So if you have like a 3.5 average, is that good or bad? Well, if all your competitors are, 4.0 or above or something like that, then you need some work to do on your reviews. But if all your competitors are down 3.0 or lower, well, you're actually doing a pretty good job. So every time you add a location into the G5 reputation and social tool, we'll actually go out and we'll add the closest 5 competitors to that. So you can see your average versus your competitor average. So all time we're at 4.5, our competition's at 4.2. We're doing a pretty good job. So now we have something to compare ourselves with. So we know really kind of what we're doing. Now, if we go down into an individual location, we can then see the competitors that we're looking at. So right now, we're looking at a kind of average of the 5 competitors, but we can even go kind of 1 versus 1 if that's something we want to do. And we'll automatically add these as the closest 5 competitors. Most of the time that works fantastic, but we do have a few clients that, maybe they have somebody, way across town that they know is their number one competition or somebody they want to beat. So we can manually add those in there too. So that is available as well.
Wow, that's huge. That's something I feel like we get asked all the time too from our clients is what are the benchmarks? How are we stacking up against the competition too? Having that built right in here to the tool is massive.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see a lot of different things, not just star ratings too, but are they responding to reviews? Are you? I mean, how many 1 and 5 stars are they getting? How many, even just reviews are they getting? A lot of that you can actually manage. Really show you some ways to do that here in just a bit. But going down, we can see all the different kind of review sources that we're able to track. So no longer do you need to go into Google and into Yelp and into Facebook. You can just come right here and everything's summed up for you right in this screen. And then going down, you can actually see the individual reviews down here. Now, this is our demo account, so we can't actually respond to these reviews. Since we obviously don't have their credentials for all their systems. But in your system, you can respond right in line to most of the top review providers. You can obviously give a unique response to all of these, or we have ways to do what we call templated responses. So you can create any number of positive or responses for positive reviews, any number of responses to negative reviews, and use these to come down. So be able just to select one and move on, or you can even respond in bulk, or if you want to respond to a bunch at once, you can do that, and it will automatically tick through the different like negative or positive reviews you have. So it's not looking like you're just copying and pasting. It's using kind of a large number of views to get. It's really easy to do that. And again, from this one area, we're looking at the portfolio view. So we have all the reviews we need to respond to. We can really go through, make a task for somebody. So this, if you're a large organization with a lot of people using this tool, you really spread it out and say, hey, this property manager needs to respond to these reviews, this property manager needs to respond to that, or regional manager, or however that is, you can do that. You can tag these different views, so you can create different tags here. We have a lot of clients that might do this for, hey, this is a great staff review. They use this as a reward system for their staff, or maintenance needs to look at this. They kind of tag all of those off, which is good. You can then filter down into just the reviews for that location. You can even kind of create notes. So these notes won't appear in any review sources. They're just right here in the tool. So you can say, hey, I've alerted maintenance to this. Here's our steps we're taking. So if somebody comes in, they know it's handled and how it was handled. Makes it really usable to do there. But one of the nice things I really like doing is just jumping in here and go select your kind of negative reviews, if you will, and then jump into our advanced filtering as well. And then let's just do reviews without responses. So boom, right now, this gives you kind of a built-in to-do list. Here's the ones I need to take care of. These are the most critical reviews, and our G5 best practice is to make sure these are getting responded to within 24 hours. So you come in here, you can quickly respond to these reviews, either using your templates or unique reviews. Makes it really easy to get what you need to do done for the day.
That's some serious efficiency there too. I love that in terms of, again, the templates and being able to see everything in one spot really leverages a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Because we have a lot of people that are today are just having to go to all the different review sources, see if there are reviews there. Maybe they're getting email reviews, maybe they're not. But yeah, having that all in one screen where you can see how you're doing and also respond to all the reviews really makes life easy. The next thing I do want to show is all these people are leaving reviews, and you're getting a lot of great data in those reviews. Um, Most people, you have a star rating. That's just kind of some aggregate altogether. But how do you increase that? What do you need to do? So we have a tool called our Pulse tool that actually can go through and kind of look at the data within those reviews and really kind of let you get some more data. So this average sentiment over time is a great tool to see how things are trending. When have you gotten big bumps in reviews? And you can click on any of these icons to kind of focus in just on those dates. If you had a big upswelling in positive or negative reviews, those would also show up in here. You can see when your sentiment is trending down. Again, this isn't your review score. This is actual sentiment and reviews, people being positive or negative about certain things. You can go look at that sentiment distribution over time, the positive, neutral, negative. So there's a lot of neutral reviews here on March 10th. Why was that? Well, you can dive in and go find that out. Let's actually jump into our Sentiment Explorer. Here's where we kind of use machine learning to go through and look at all of your reviews. Now, quite often you might have a review that might be a one-star review, but they'll say, "Hey, the staff was great, but there was some maintenance issue or something like this," and that really doesn't reflect the staff. I mean, obviously they did a good job, but there was some other issue that did that. This is able to break it down so we can say, hey, we had positive sentiment on the staff and negative sentiment on the maintenance. So you can really see where those things are. Now you can drive down in here like other tools. You can set dates that we're looking at. We can look at specific topics or categories or just reviews from certain providers. So all that's there. But I'm actually just going to go in. Let's look at our negative categories right now, and we can break that down. So let's look at some of the experience. We can drill down in there, and we see some things with the management. Well, let's look at that. So now we have a couple of keywords and a couple of bad things, and those all come from this one review here. Now, if we show the full review, there might be some more information. Now we can back up to experience. Maybe let's look at staff, see the reviews that are coming out of there. And just look at all the reviews from experience and see where those are coming from. Now we can look at just again where the sentiment came from. So often awful customer service. Well, is there more to that review? In that case, there was a little bit. So there's they were requesting another thing. So right here, this is a 5-star review, right? But we had a negative. The staff did not make me feel particularly valued. So we're pulling that out as a negative, which is important. So a lot of information here you can go down to and use the positive data to reward the things that are going well and find out what the negative experiences are, the negative things in your business, so you can then kind of focus on those, fix those, and those are going to be the things that are really going to kind of accelerate your star rating to start going up higher and higher. It's a very easy way to get through, and I mean, you have thousands of reviews. Going through those one by one would take you a lot of time and be really difficult to go through here. This makes it really quick and easy to say, hey, what do I need to do to get better? Now that's for the review side of things. That's all I really want to talk to you about today, handling those. We're going to jump over quickly into our social tool and talk about that. So the social tool allows you to go in, again, kind of like that first snapshot screen you saw. This is an overview of your social world, where most of the posts are happening, how it's going across the different social channels. You can kind of see that. But what we want to kind of show off today is our social publishing tool. So we have a whole calendar here, and we can set up kind of a social calendar based on things or when you want to post things. So you can make a post and publish it right now, or you can go in and publish that later at a date and a time that you desire. So maybe you have a special coming up next week. You want to start putting some posts out about that. Maybe you want to put a post out about National Hot Dog Day or whatever it is going on. really makes it quick and easy to do that. So instead of having a reminder to come in every day to your social platform, you just spend like one Tuesday morning a month, have that cup of coffee there, put out a whole bunch of posts for that next month, and then you're done with it. Again, makes things much more efficient here.
Efficiency and value too. Talk about from the social posting side of things too. With this tool, not only are you monitoring your reviews and responding to them too, but now you also get the double benefit of having something built in too, where again you're kind of essentially pushing out all your social content from one platform too. Huge.
Yeah, exactly, Chris. Makes it really easy to do all that. And continuing on with our kind of social posting, this is actually kind of a social century, if you will, kind of looking at everything that's going on. So you can see all the different media types that are tagged with any of your locations will show up right here. Now you're going to see a lot of the corporate things that you're posting, but the cool thing is it'll catch things that other people are posting as well. Let's just jump down here into Facebook. Maybe we'll see a few things. Maybe there'll be some good things that might be, really useful to kind of amplify, and you might want to repost that on your social feeds. Maybe you're going to see things the other way as well. We had clients that have seen some of their staff. They might be on a break. They might be around the corner still in their logo shirt. They might be doing something on property that they shouldn't be doing or is even illegal, and they think posting that and tagging your business is something they should do. So catching that and really kind of staying on top of that is really critical. So a really nice tool to handle that. So those are the main things about handling reviews and looking at social media, but there's a lot more to this tool as well. So the next thing I want to talk about is our review builder. So this is really powerful. So Review Builder leverages the integrations that G5 has with your property management systems and other systems out there. It allows you to go in when things happen, like say a move in or a move out. It will allow you to automatically either send an email or a text message to those people, and you can do a lot of things at that point. You can solicit a review from them. You could solicit a survey from them. So maybe you just want them to submit a review. Maybe you want to do some form of survey, just happy or not happy, or a net promoter score if you're a true kind of a statistical nerd about that. Those are all available. It really gives you a lot of power there to automatically do this. So it's not a system where you have to remind your managers, hey, make sure you tell these guys to give a review. This can automatically happen in the background, again, leveraging all those APIs that a G5 has to push those reviews out, or the solicitation for reviews or surveys out automatically. Really powerful. Another thing we have too is workflows. So you can have any number of users in here doing a lot of tasks, and you can have those tasks automatically set up as well. So if we go in here, we can add a new rule, like responding to reviews. A lot of flexibility in here. So you could have different people respond to different reviews based on location, of course, but also maybe somebody's really good at responding to positive reviews and somebody's good at responding to negative reviews. So you have different people do that. Or if you have somebody doing all your Facebook social media, maybe you want the Facebook person to handle anything on Facebook and somebody else for anything else. Again, really easy to do that. You can set due dates for this, then you can track back, make sure they are doing that. And if you have other people doing it, then you might want to be the one who approves them so everybody can respond to the reviews and you could approve those. That is possible as well. So again, really a tool that you can jump in, start using today, and it can really grow with your organization. And the last thing I do want to show is a little bit of analytics for social. So you can create custom reports here as well. This is just one that I'll show, but again, all of these things can be kind of changed. Again, whatever kind of data really matters to you, you can pull that out. Maybe it's overall rating, maybe it's reviews by region, response rates. Those things can be pulled out, and then you can download those, send those off if you want that. And again, this is always your data. You want to make sure it's accessible to you so you have access to that. So that is a quick overview of the G5 Reputation as Social tool. Now, when we go through a full training, that usually takes over an hour to do, to go through all the different screens and a lot of different features that we didn't even get into today. There were several screens we didn't even show. But hopefully that showed you it's a very powerful tool, and we'd love to get you on the phone and show you that personally if that's something you'd like to see.
Yeah, nice work, Bill. Thanks for the run through there too, and definitely sticking to the highlights. There's, as he mentioned, there's so much to this, extremely powerful. Um, so yeah, we'd love to show you guys more. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of G5 Tech Demo Series, and catch us on the next one as we continue to give you an inside look at G5 products.
Great. Yep. Thanks, everybody.